Perfect. You good? Yep. Perfect. All right. Welcome inside the Virtual Media Center here at the A&A Inspiration. I am pleased to be joined by Rolex Rankings number 2, Inbee Park. Inbee, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing just fine. I'm really happy to be back here in the desert. We've played this week. I've played this week so many times. Know the golf course like my home course, and yeah, just a very familiar feeling coming back to here.
You're coming into this event now just winning off of your season debut at the Kia Classic. Now that you've had a couple days to reflect about it, what was it like being able to start off your season with such a bang?
Yeah, it's great because you just take so much pressure off of yourself by winning the first event. Obviously, you have the long season coming, but obviously being able to win the first one, I feel a lot less pressure coming into the tournaments that's being held after that. So a lot of confidence. Definitely, last week, I was feeling a little bit rusty, and I kind of thought that there was a lot of, parts in my game that needs to be worked on, and obviously it worked out really good, but I still have here and there that I need to fix on the way, and yeah, it feels good.
I was going to say, you're saying you feel rusty and there's things you need to work on
Yeah.
coming off a win. What are some of those things that you're really looking to focus or improve upon as you get ready for this major week?
The one thing that I was surprised last week was that I putted really good. Usually it is really tough putting on this, Aviara greens, and I worked on my putting a lot on the off season. The ball striking has been really good last few years, and I just kind of thought that my putting and the short game wasn't exactly there, so I was kind of working on that in the winter time, and I'm happy that it kind of paid off last week.
And it has to do so much for your confidence. You said that there's not as much pressure as you go into A&A week, but what is your confidence level just heading into this week?
Well, I gotta say, last week I was probably like 50 out of 100, and after winning last week it definitely got up to about 80%. I'm trying to get to the close to the 100 before probably the second major of the year. I just kind of thought that I just love West Coast swing, and those golf courses that they play in the West Coast is the golf courses I really love to play. So I really want to take advantage of those weeks, and this week is another my favorite week, and it's a great golf course. The course condition is in a great shape, probably the best I've seen. So I'm really excited to play.
I was going to ask, there's definitely some changes. I know you say that it feels like almost like your home course. You have so many wonderful memories here. But what are some of the differences that you're seeing about this course, and how do you think it will level up to the way you're playing right now?
Well, I think this golf course is going to play hard and fast, which we always want to play this golf course hard and fast, and I think that's gonna be the case this week. So I'm really happy to see that. It's gonna be probably a little bit hot and over the weekend, but I think it's gonna be a good golfing weather too. I think the course is in just perfect shape, and it's like the fairways are like a carpet, and the greens are just so fast and firm. So probably it's gonna get firmer over the weekend, and the rough is probably not the thickest I've seen, but it can get very tricky. So I think it's gonna be a fun week.
All right, we'll pass it off for questions.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I know Olympics and major championships are always top of mind, but have you given much thought to returning to number one in the world? And now that you're 2, are you honing in on that a little more?
Well, to be honest, I really haven't thought about being number one, but to qualify for the Olympics, being number one definitely helps a lot. So I guess that could be a big yes. And that really, comes close to my goal. And obviously, playing good in majors is a big focus on my season. And I haven't won a major in a while. So hopefully this year could be the one this year.
Have you had to work on being patient in that regard in the major department?
Yeah, I mean, I've came close a few times after, winning 2015 British. And after that, I came close a few times, but I just, couldn't pull it off. I think just my putting wasn't just exactly there. So, that's part of the game that I'm really trying to improve a little bit. I'm trying to get back to where I was in 2013 through 15, that area. So I think that's something that I have been missing.
You just talked about trying to get back to that time in your career. Is there a certain moment or certain event that stands out to you that you felt like, you really want to try and, match?
Yeah, I just think, the whole 2013, the way I putted was I just couldn't ask for more. And just really consistently putting well. Other than like just 1 week and really good, 1 week really bad. I mean, I didn't really have that bad weeks, I should say. I was actually just above average most of the time and really good in the weeks I won. So I'm just trying to raise my average a little bit and trying to put a lot of balls close to the hole. Trying to make it to the hole, but trying to get the speed right, rhythm right, so so my average is just a bit better.
How much time do you spend working on your putting?
Well, probably not long enough, probably. But yeah, I mean, over the off season, because I was indoors a lot, I was home a lot. So, I try to do at least 500 putting strokes a day, indoors. I mean, at home. So, I mean, there's nothing else that I could do indoors. So, I just try to make my putting stroke a little more consistent.
What do you practice on inside? Do you have like some sort of special green or something that you use?
Special brain? No.
No, green.
A special green. Do I have a special green?
Yeah, for like indoor practicing?
Oh, no. I just have the putting mat.
Okay.
Yeah. Just, trying to have the consistent stroke.
Inbee, when you had your thumb injury, can you talk about what changes you made in your swing?
I mean, I didn't make any kind of this swing change because of the injury. I just needed some time off and to swing just like before. I mean, with the injury, you try to play with the injury, your swing just changes without you knowing it. So I'm just trying to recover it fully and then try to swing like before.
Do you ever have any thumb issues now?
After that, no. Yeah, I think I've recovered quite well.
Amazing.
Hi, Inbee. Can you describe what the pressure felt like trying to win at the Rio Olympics compared to trying to win any of the majors that you have?
I just think it's just really different feeling because the Olympics is just, you get so much attention and, so much attention from the people and from the country and just from everyone pretty much. I think it's probably double, triple, I don't know, probably 10 times more pressure than, I ever felt in a major championship. So it's just another level that is, I don't know like how much exactly, but I can just say that it was just another level of a pressure.
So do you feel when you go back to Tokyo that, well, I've already won the gold, so I have no pressure, or what do you imagine the level will be like?
Well, I'm hoping for a little less. I mean, I think winning the gold medal in 2016 in Rio will definitely, take some little bit of a pressure off of me, hopefully. And, always, but, the good thing, I mean, I shouldn't say good thing, but the something that was, working on my advantage for that week in Rio Olympics was that everyone was feeling that kind of pressure. I mean, if I was the only one that was feeling that pressure, I don't think I would have played as good. But everyone was feeling so much pressure that I could just, see from other players too. That really made me feel a little bit more relaxed after, seeing that. So.
And one last follow. So that pressure that you're talking about, I think I remember So Yen saying that you had told her you saw people actually crying when they didn't medal, that was the pressure to try to win, and then you
didn't what?
Didn't medal, that they felt like they had let their country down. Is that what you're talking about? And can you describe, is that the scene you saw?
I just think that athletes competing in the Olympics is just competing on behalf of the country pretty much. The whole country is actually playing that week pretty much. Despite they're watching, but they're actually in there, like so concentrated, and they are actually in the tournament competing pretty much. But we are playing, but I think it's just that kind of feeling that, I mean, they don't do that every week that we are out here playing on the LPGA Tour, but they definitely do that for the Olympics, yes. And same for me. I mean, I watch other sports, our countrywomen representing the country, Olympic Games. I watch them and I feel like I am playing. So I think it's, pretty much the same feeling.
I I just have two quick questions. What's your favorite Olympic sport to watch?
I just really love watching everything. I love watch swimming, archery, athletics. Yeah, like even figure skating in the Winter Olympics, and pretty much like all the sports. It's just fun to watch some variety of sports. In the course of the 2 to 3 weeks, I think it's just festival of the athletes. So
Yeah.
I think it's really good fun.
And if you were to rise to number one at this stage in your career, would it be meaningful in a different way to you?
Yeah, of course. I think that'll mean a lot because I kind of thought that will I be number one again? I mean that I was asking the same question to myself for a few years, and being able to do it again will be meaning a lot. Obviously, that I can still compete out here, be the best player in the world still for the long time is a good confidence.
Just one more. If I
Yeah.
can. What do you think is the secret to the longevity of your solid play?
I think it's just a combination of everything. I travel with my husband. That really helps a lot. That it gives me a lot of comfortness, and obviously my husband's there. Watching my swing all the time. That I don't go to a bad swing. Over some period of time, and just yeah, I don't know what else. Just yeah, just try. Probably my swing is a little bit easier on my body, like not swinging so hard, like rhythm's not too quick. So maybe that's the key to the consistency. I don't know.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I have two more Olympic questions, if you'll indulge me. At what point did you feel confident that you were going to be able to defend your title, that there actually would be an Olympics that you can compete in and defend your gold medal?
Well, not long at all because until maybe probably 2 to 3 weeks ago,
Yeah.
And when I decided to come to U.S., to play in Kia Classic. Until then, I didn't even know the Olympic was gonna be really on or not, or I mean, they say it's gonna be on, but it's everything's kind of really, it's hard to say for any kind of sporting event at the moment, and we've experienced it in pandemic last year, so nothing to be guaranteed, but I think once I came over here playing in the LPGA events and seeing all the players, I guess kind of got the feeling that Olympics was gonna go ahead, and maybe it's gonna be the year that I need to really concentrate well.
And you're really close to So-Yen. She just missed out in 2016. What would it mean if you guys were both on this team together?
I just think it'll mean a lot. I mean, it could be our last time, or it could be 4 years later we still be here. But I don't know. I'll be like 37 probably by then, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna be still competing out here that competitively. So I think having being able to represent the country with a good friend will be meaning a lot.
Thank you.
All right, just as we begin to wrap it up here, this is the 50th edition of the ANA Inspiration. There's a lot of tradition, history. You said earlier that has a lot of favorable memories with you, but what does it mean to be a part of such a legacy of the ANA Inspiration?
I mean, it is always a huge honor playing this week, and being able to play this golf course. They have the history and the tradition going on, and they have such a special ceremony. After the when you become a winner of this tournament. So I just think it is a huge honor as a golfer, as an athlete to play in this event. It's like Women's Masters.
All right. Oh, one more.
Were you nervous carrying the torch in 2018 into the stadium? What was that like in your experience of the many you've had?
Yeah, I mean, it was great, great experience being able to carry the torch in 2018 Pyeongchang Winter Olympics. It was held in my country, so being able to be part of it and part of the history was just an honor.
I remember Janet Evans doing it in 1996 and saying she was petrified she would trip. Did you have any of those thoughts?
It was just so cold. It was like minus 20 degrees and it's 20 Celsius. And, I was just so cold and that I was just afraid that I was going to trip because it was only like a 50, 100-yard run, but I just didn't want to be embarrassed in front of a lot of people. So just a very slow, nice run.
Thank you.
All right, with that will do it for us. Thank you,
Okay.
Inbee, so much.
Thank you.